And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing 7 Days to Die. And I'm just finishing up clearing a little bit of an area here for the farm. Now, if you're on single player, you really don't need a huge farm to grow the crops that you need to feed yourself. Multiplayer servers, you're going to need to scale that up a bit, depending on how many people are around. But yeah, you don't need a whole lot of food if you're playing like vanilla style. If you're not playing vanilla style, then, you know, adjust to whatever the needs that you have. But in my case, we have a few added recipes that use a lot of other ingredients. So, you know, if you find a food that you like, use that. Otherwise, you know, grow what you need. But like, I added a recipe for acid, right? So coffee, goldenrod, nitrate, and mushrooms. And those, you know, you don't, unless you're really a big fan of the tea that you can brew, you know, there's not a whole lot of reason to grow goldenrod, other than, you know, if you want the tea. So I sort of added some obscure ingredients in there, just because, you know, a lot of people don't actually grow those. They grow like potatoes and corn and make their meat stews. And I wanted to encourage people to branch off and you know, have a reason to grow a farm. That was the point. There's a couple other recipes in there. I can't actually remember what they were, but I know I added a few reasons to grow other crops. And I just want to clear out some of this grass between the two as a sign of, hey, this area is going to be used for something. And now I'm expecting a wandering horde at any moment. So I'm just trying to keep my eye out. I know I know it's inevitable that they're going to come in here. So clear out a little bit of space. Now, some of these were probably damaged. Oh, maybe, oh, there's one. A few damages here, nothing drastic. Okay. So yeah, I would like to get the farm up and running. And to do that, we're going to do something like this. We're going to start it off on this corner. So this is going to go this right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, and then 11 for the cut in. So that is going to be the first stage. You can, you know, and you can do your farm any way that you want. This is just how I do it. So I've got lots of wood. I went around the base in that little hill area, and I harvested tons and tons of trees. We got some more glorious points, so finally I can do that. Hammer and forge is maxed. Yeah, science. Physician is maxed. That's good. And chef, that might be something I want to look into. But still can't get that. I think that's maxed. That's maxed. That's, yeah. So just my agility needs to be maxed out here. I would like some extra. Yeah, I need to max that to get that. Okay. So, getting back to what I was doing, we're gonna use some wood frames, and let's grab a few more of these. So like 150. Okay, now, so that's my corner, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then that cuts in like that. So what I like to do let's just organize this. So we're going to cut another row for frames going down here. Now that we have this set up, we can just line us up with the frames. Really, really easy. Now, normally I have a farm that has more than 10 plants, but, you know, in single player, not really all that much needed, especially when you got the weed cleaver. So if you're using my mod, you really don't need giant farms in order to get lots of materials. Okay, so the next row right in here. So there's a row like that, and you don't have to put spaces in between them. Like, this is just something I do, sort of flatten everything out and get everything nice and even, and make, you know, actually coming in with a hoe that much easier. So it's just a matter of right here. And then let's jump. Okay. I know this is going to be a wandering horde. I'm just waiting for it to happen. And I know they're going to probably sneak up on me. Okay. That's making me nervous that they haven't appeared yet. Yeah, I'm getting points. Not really intended, but what level am I, by the way? 109. Okay. Still no wanderers. So when I do this, when I finally get all of these things in place, when I upgrade them with like a nail gun or whatever tool that you use, every other one gets upgraded an extra time. So let me show that really quick here. So I have plenty of wood on me. So I'll do this one once, this one twice. This one once, this one twice. And I made a mistake there, so we've got to clear that out. Replace it. Come on. Like that. And that way when I come through here with like a hoe or anything, I can clearly see the boundaries. Now the walkway here doesn't really matter. It really doesn't. One thing that's nice is to kind of pick out your rows like that. That way, you know, if you're digging, it's a little easier to find. Yeah, it's one of those personal preferences, and you can clearly do whatever you want. So that's just how I do it. If you want a starting point, start there, flatten out your terrain, flatten out your rows. That way planting seeds will be easier. Otherwise, if it's sticking up like this is, it can get really funky when you try to go in and plant something. Like this one right here, like really deceptive where the seed goes. So yeah, we're in day 21, so there is going to be a horde night tonight. Wow, this is all like, I'm not used to having it like that. Maybe I'm hoping it'll clear up when I come through here with a garden hoe. And let's go grab one of those first. So this one upgraded twice. This non-wandering horde thing is really, my nerves are just frayed at this point. Okay. Yeah, my nerves are just like, there's got to be a horde around here somewhere. God forbid it's like dogs or bears or something, because that would be terrifying. Okay, let's go get a garden hoe. Let's put a little bit of the wood away, since I have so much of it. I don't really need any anymore. Yeah, a bunch of rocks and stuff. Building up a lot of dirt. I know that. It's a good thing. Dirt comes in handy. Oh, that's the same one for seeds. And flowers over here. So chrysanthemums, goldenrod, snowberry. I'm going to drop you. Taters. I've got lots of potatoes and lots of corn. I don't know if I need to plant that just yet. One thing I do want is some cotton for things. So, let's see. I don't think there's any over here. Maybe there's some in raw ammo. Or raw clothes. Yeah, there's some cotton. So I need a total of 10 cotton seeds. Let's see. I wasn't sure if they made 2 at a time or not. So there's some cotton seeds. I'm gonna go. Let's go farm these out. Do we have a? No, we don't have a hoe. Garden hoe, forged iron. There we go. Forged iron. Okay, raw iron, stone, and this type of iron I put in components just because it's used in a few recipes. Okay. Any wanderers around here? Anybody? Okay. Let's actually, while we do this, plant some goldenrod and some chrysanthemums while we're at it. Recipes, seed. Chrysanthemums. We can just do one goldenrod? Oh man, that's brutal. Okay. We're gonna need a little bit of dirt on us, believe it or not. That was a hitch. I wonder if that's a wandering horde that spawns in. I'm gonna get rid of this tree. It kills my line of sight, so far nothing. Whatever. All right. So let's get our whoring on. That's freaking me out. So now with these like indicated, it's really easy to see where your block borders are. Just makes this process a lot less painful and a lot less like guesswork, because you know exactly where the blocks are. Come on. There we go. Controls are still derped up. Like the delay on this is way too long. Way too long. So it looks like it is sort of evening out the terrain when I do this, which is good. Okay. So now let's get some cotton seeds going. And then let's get some chrysanthemum. Where did my chrysanthemum seeds go? There they are. Boy, they're really hard to spot, aren't they? This quietness is really, really fraying my nerves. All right, there is 3 crops. Let's go see. I'm hoping I have some mushroom spores. Those really need to start growing. So let's look at seeds. I have 1 mushroom spore, 1 blueberry seed. So we're gonna put the chrysanthemum, goldenrod. I could go around and find more goldenrod. No problemo. 1 mushroom spore, huh? Do I have any mushrooms? I don't have any mushrooms. That's crazy. Yeah, this eerie silence is tripping me out. Okay, well, it is what it is. We're getting our gardening on. I wanna plant this mushroom. No mushroom right away. These are really weird. You see how they're like you see how they're like on the side? It's really bizarre. Mushrooms are so bizarre. So let's get that. So be very careful when you're planting them, because they are very strange. It'll be endlessly frustrating trying to plant those things. And that's why I had dirt on me. There we go. So mushrooms are planted. They'll grow out here just fine. No big deal. Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure what to think about this eerie silence. You know it's going to come back to bite me when I least expect it. Just when I get comfortable with not having any zombies around, I'm going to turn around and there's going to be a zombie bear trying to hug me. You know it's going to happen. Okay, let's put some frames up in here. I need to get the blueberries down. It's so weird how there's nobody around. So you and you. go. Well, those random sound effects also freak me out. Okay. So let's flatten the new stuff. You gotta do this even if you hoe. You gotta do it. Because it sort of tells the game, hey, I want this to be completely flat. Then the hoe can do its work. Oh my god, the delay on this. Okay, let's get the blueberry seeds down. And then coffee was one that I needed as well. I've really been avoiding coffee beans and coffee seeds, so I might need to go check to see if I have any of those. There we go. A whole nother set to go. So yeah, when you harvest, when it comes to harvesting, it'll be obvious when it's harvest time, because you'll come up there, instead of seed or growing or whatever, it'll just be ready to harvest. If you're using my mod, I strongly suggest you use the weed cleaver to harvest, because when you harvest things now, you don't hit E to pick them up. You smack them with a harvester, whatever that may be, and it goes back down to seed as well as giving you stuff. So harvesting is a little easier now, and you don't have to replant the garden every time. The garden stays planted as long as you're smart. You cannot go right down the line here and smack it with a weed cleaver. You'll pick up all of the seeds because the hitbox on these it's crazy. So that's why I put the paths in between, because you hit them from the side and you don't have to replant any of the seeds that you accidentally pick up. The weed cleaver gives you bonus harvest because it is just the most awesomest thing in the world. And yeah, I'm gonna close that because that makes me nervous. Let's look for, yeah, I literally don't have any coffee seeds. Like I've got some yucca seeds, but I never use yucca. Oh, that's a lot of dirt that I had on me. So let's put that away. Let's put that away. Weed cleaver, wrench, those are fine. I think plant fiber and seeds, you're gonna get the hoe. Because I would like to find some coffee. And there's really nowhere, like, anybody home? Any parishioners around? Looks like this loot respawned though, which is nice. Nobody's got any coffee on them, huh? Where would I could check the city really quick. And with these boots, you can just jump over water. Yay. Actually, I just remembered it's Horde night with that reddening of the sky. So I want to not push my luck. So we're gonna go here. Wow, that was a lag. Wow, that was a lag spike. That's gotta be a horde coming at me. It's gotta be. Let's go to ammo. Put you away. I don't really need any iron arrowheads on me at this point. Magazine, heavy armor. That can go in there. Those can go in there. Small stone. I forgot to wear my goggles when I did the buried treasure. Darn it. Stone. Reload that. Reload that. I don't think I have a shotgun. Maybe I can make one really quick. Shotgun. Forged steel, 20 mechanical parts, 10 duct tape. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Like 10 duct tape, glue, mechanical parts, polymers, steel, shotgun. What am I missing? Just 10 springs. Craft that baby up. And, you know, I'm gonna grab some steel. Grab this guy. With a little bit of this guy. For the, you know, we got to have something for the close encounters. And shotgun's gonna be it. Let's get some lightness out here. I need to get these upgraded. Alright, so we're gonna kick off the Horde Night next episode. Because we are way overtime as it is, and I don't mean to do cliffhangers, but that's just kind of how things work out. Trying to time this like one episode every day. And the Horde Night episodes always end up being much longer. Because it's not only the Horde Night, but it's all the next day too. Okay. So yeah, we'll pick it up at the end, or at the beginning of the day. I mean, it's technically the end, but really that's one... Okay, I need to go get some concrete. Oh, come on, get up the ladder. There you go. Building materials. Where's my building materials? Get down the ladder. There we go. Where's my... There we go, right here, and good. There we go. Now we're getting in the rhythm again. Wait. I'm out of steel. Wow, that uses a lot of steel. That uses a lot of steel. Well, I'm glad I made more steel. There's going around the wrong hole. The top beam really doesn't need to be done. Nobody really sits and pounds on that for very long. I almost forgot about upgrading these. But anyway, that's going to do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching. And I will see you next time.